When you do this to a narcissist, they will eventually fall down and become your slave until death. Narcissists are always looking for validation from others to help them feel better about themselves. They're supposed to do this. They can't keep going without other people's support and provision. They rob their victims of life force, health, and energy so they can keep their inflated sense of self-worth. Without hesitation, they treat people however they see fit in order to attract more of their kind. They want their followers to blindly follow their lead. They refuse to take responsibility for their actions. People in committed relationships with narcissists may believe they have no choice but to comply with the narcissist's every demand. Narcissists are vulnerable people with low self-esteem. They are perpetually concerned that people will think poorly of them. This is because they know they are acting and are not sincere in their assertions. They are constantly on the defensive because lying is so routine for them. They immediately go into defense mode when confronted with an accusation or question. Narcissists are sad people at their core. Narcissists have an underlying depressive disorder that manifests when they are left alone with their thoughts. To keep them active, they demand regular input and excitement. To feel better about themselves, they find someone else to blame for everything that's wrong. If a narcissist tries to confront you and cause you harm, taking these measures will show them that you are not someone to mess with. First, though, I appreciate your patience in watching this film. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more from this channel, please consider sharing it with your social networks. Please subscribe to our channel if this is your first visit so that you do not miss any of our future uploads. Start here. First of all, they are trying to gaslight you. Narcissists utilize gaslighting, a form of psychological manipulation, to make their targets doubt their own sanity. You'll go completely insane if you let them get away with it. It's used to smear your reputation, throw you off balance, and undermine you. Always keep in mind that you are fully aware of what you are doing. When you don't give in to deception, you stay true to who you are. You stick to your beliefs no matter what the narcissist says. No one has the right to dismiss your viewpoint just because they don't share your background. Yet, you need not struggle with the narcissist to win the hopeless battle. You shouldn't waste your energy trying to change their minds. The reality is that success is impossible to achieve. As narcissists know very well what they want, no amount of reasoning will persuade them. Do not argue back when dealing with a narcissist who is trying to convince you of something that is not true. In most cases, a simple yes or no will do, so don't waste time elaborating. As in, oh or okay, followed by complete silence. Don't open your mouth. Be assertive when you need to be, but do so calmly. Keep your cool and try not to react. It's important to pick your battles carefully to avoid getting bogged down in pointless arguments and discussions. Keep in mind that little is more when communicating with a narcissist. Don't give in to their demands. That didn't occur. I've never stated that. And I haven't done that are all examples of untrue assertions. To show that you understand, just say "oh" or "ok" and give them a knowing look. Keep quiet, please. Whatever else you say will be completely dwarfed by this one statement. Furthermore, your intended meaning is clearly evident. To say that your foolishness doesn't affect me is to say exactly that. That is to say, we have the same viewpoint on the subject. This provides us with all the data we need to draw conclusions about your actions and words. Keep in mind that you can resist their influence by not giving in. Second, you should not have any hopes for them. There's a price to pay here. You have to be completely forthright with me. To be successful, you need to be truthful with yourself and have reasonable expectations of the people and things you engage with. If you don't go above and beyond the people they have shown themselves to be in terms of decency, kindness, honesty, and genuine love, you'll be less likely to be surprised and caught off guard. Hence, you have been bestowed with power and authority. Even when dealing with awful behavior, empaths tend to focus on the positive and loving qualities of others. But narcissists should never hope for this kind of result. Watch what they do instead than just what they say. Words are easy to say, but do a person's deeds match their claims? We must not ignore warning signs. Instead of lying to yourself about how you're feeling, be honest with yourself about what you're experiencing. That is to say, they know they have you in their grasp, and that you are no longer duped when you're able to see through their falsehoods, deception, and false sense of superiority, when you are able to see through their phony front. You can see everything clearly now, so it's best to move them down 2 floors. Instead of being rattled by their presence, you can use it to your advantage by shining as a beacon of truth and sound judgment. This is the absolute most powerful option. Instead of denying reality and hoping for a miracle, take off your rose-colored glasses and start down the path of severe self-honesty and acceptance. This is true to some extent. Narcissists refuse to change the way they act. Be true to who you are at all times. The narcissist has little chance of winning against someone who refuses to let toxic emotions change them, and who instead chooses to focus on the positive. The toxic individuals in your life have no idea how to interact with you when you're being honest and open. Nothing will change if you just leave them alone and keep doing what you've been doing. Eventually, someone of high moral character will reveal them for the frauds that they are. They do not anticipate them to be anything other than self-centered, as narcissists are often the antithesis of people who can and will. It is crucial to put your attention on yourself and to take the steps necessary to live the greatest life possible. Put your best foot forward in life and let your moral fiber and kindness speak for you. If that is your main objective, then consider it accomplished. When dealing with narcissists, the value of being silent cannot be overstated. Acting as though a narcissist doesn't exist is the quickest way to put an end to their suffering. Don't bother trying to help them. Absolutely no text at all. If you're not saying anything, it's because you have no interest in the topic at hand. Your lack of interaction tells them that you are not someone they should bother, since you are not an easy target, and you won't let them get away with anything if they do. You should stay away from people who treat others with disrespect and disdain in an effort to trick or manipulate you. If you turn your back on them, they will act in the same manner. Your situation will improve the less you talk to them. 5. Keep track of your interactions with them. Keeping meticulous records is a must when dealing with narcissists. There is little to discuss in terms of black and white. No one can claim they said something they didn't when it's all documented. Always keep a record of your written communications, whether they be emails, letters, or texts. You'll be thankful you have it if and when the time comes. Therefore, it is crucial to maintain meticulous records. There is no need for words when dealing with a narcissist. They just serve to create unnecessary drama. Don't rush things in number 6. Patience is needed to put a narcissist in their place. At the right time, the truth will always be revealed. Strengthen your resolve and self-assurance. Those I've described as narcissists only let those who deserve it get close to them. The only prerequisite is time. In fact, they must. A narcissist will be exposed when seemingly unrelated parts fail to cohere or make sense. Truth about the narcissist will get out to the public at some point. They ought to be able to have reasonable conversations with one another. Don't stress too much and learn to let go. To my knowledge, no one would welcome more of it. These are my last words on the matter, but feel free to read on. More films may be found here to help you understand the long-term effects of narcissistic abuse and how to start recovering from it so you can start living your best life in safety, self-assurance, and autonomy. Boost your confidence by number 7. Name-calling, lying, and a smear campaign are a lot easier to take if you have a strong sense of who you are and a good self-image. Bring back the love you once had for yourself, your loved ones, and your history. The absence of empathy in deceptive and abusive people makes them less appealing to you. Put in the effort. We'll let you know when the next training is happening. This brief explanation should prove useful, I believe. In the space provided below, please share your thoughts and experiences with us. If you liked this video and want to see more like it in the future, subscribe to our channel by clicking the bell button below the video. I appreciate your reading this and taking an interest.
The conclusion in this video: how narcissists seek validation from others to boost their self-worth and how they can be manipulative, dishonest, and defensive when confronted. Narcissists often have an underlying depressive disorder that they mask by demanding constant input and excitement. The article suggests ways to deal with narcissists, such as not giving in to their gaslighting tactic, being asleep but calm, and choosing battles carefully. It is important not to have any hopes for them and not to be honest about what you are experiencing, rather than denying reality and hoping for a miracle. Narcissists rarely change their behavior, so it is essential to stay true to yourself and not waste energy trying to change them. By being honest with yourself and accepting reality, you can use the narcissist presence to your advantage and science as a beacon of truth and sound judgment. In conclusion, dealing with a narcissist requires awareness, acceptance, and honesty. It is essential to avoid being bogged down in pointless argument and to stay true to who you are.